I want to be a wife, but I don't want no man with kids, even though I got kids.
Ah!
That's crazy.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Pixel Makeover. Today I'm going to be checking out Woke Cafe charges 18% male tax and instantly regrets it. Well, is that a tax for just men? Let's get into this.
A cafe in Melbourne is protesting the gender pay gap like we've never seen before. 1 week out of every month, men pay an 18% premium. The cafe, called Handsome Her, also has priority seating for women.
Welcome to Handsome Her, where women reign supreme.
Of dames, so it's a wall of inspirational women.
Sandra O'Brien calls it a space for women by women, with priority seating for females and an extra tax for men.
We have an 18% premium for men, which is the same amount as the gender pay gap.
I think it's fair if you think about the world, the gender inequality that we have.
I think it's a brilliant idea because I don't think that many people know the actual gap.
They think discrimination and sexism against men is a good idea. And for some reason, the media is praising this, like this is a good thing. Unfortunately for them, this backfires hilariously, as we will later see.
But so far, none of the cafe's male customers refuse to pay it.
I could wear that, considering that there is a it's a fairly unequal pay gap between men and women.
The reason why the very tiny amount of male customers that have went there didn't have a problem with paying your tax is because they have no self-respect for themselves. Clearly, since they willingly went to a place that's entire purpose is to discriminate against them for being a man.
It's a fairly unequal pay gap between men and women. Even though there is supposedly equal pay, it doesn't really equate out there.
Staff say the gender tax isn't aimed at excluding people, but rather educating them, with proceeds going to charity.
First off, the man tax is not the only form of discrimination written in your house rules. I find it hilarious. They think creating a cafe just to discriminate men was not only socially acceptable, but would actually work. She called every man who called her out for her blatant discrimination and sexism fragile. If a man created that same exact restaurant next door to where she created hers and flipped the rules, she would be livid.
Google the richest women in the world, like where they got their money from. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys. They ain't starting businesses. They're marrying dummies.
It's almost all of it is divorce.
Feminists do not want to hear this. But there was one woman who was the richest woman ever from a startup company, Elizabeth Holmes. She ran a company called Theranos. She started it herself, dropped out of college to start this company, and it was a total fraud. It was all fraudulent. She's going to jail forever. She was worth $34 billion at one point. It was a blood testing company. They falsified all sorts of data, and they lied to investors and all sorts of... She used to dress like Steve Jobs. She wore a black turtleneck and everything, and I saw her speak once.
I'm done dating, man. I really am. Do y'all see what they said on the news today? 56% of women have a backup plan. 56% of women have a backup plan. And it was either that old friend or your guy friend, which y'all always say is just a friend, and then you end up being with the friend.
Wait, when I thought about the backup plan, I didn't know it meant another man. I thought backup plan like, if she breaks my heart, I'll do this. Because everyone plans like that, but not do this like follow a different guy, but like how I'll move on in that kind of sense. Don't use my words against me, but I never imagined it meant like if he does this, like if we don't work out, I'll date this other guy, because that's bad. I don't think that way anyways. I don't have a backup plan.
Research studied this. I literally watched it today. They did a test. A psychology test. Some of them are already happily married, but they still have a backup plan. Why, bro? Why? 21, bro. Wallah. I'm staying single. I'm shopping at Target. I'm not hollering at any girls, bro. I'm done.
Now, in the wake of my feminist awakening. Buckle up.
My default position is that I don't care about men's feelings.
Oh, what a novel idea. I don't think we've ever heard that before on the internet. And what brought about this great epiphany?
I don't care about men's feelings. And that is a position that is a place I had to arrive at after a lot of self-work.
Go on.
Because the patriarchy...
Of course, the patriarchy, the source of all known evil in the entire world. Now do tell us, what has the bad patriarchy done this time?
The patriarchy socializes women not only to care deeply about men's feelings, but to prioritize those feelings over and above our own health, our own well-being, our own mental and emotional stability.
No, it doesn't. I'm really starting to believe that a lot of these individuals out there that have tried to blame everything that has ever gone wrong on society, not to mention what has gone wrong with their own lives, on that nefarious patriarchy, may have unfortunately not been given the skills necessary to be able to navigate society as an adult, in which a person needs to understand that if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of anyone else.
What's your age?
26.
25. Should he have any say in how you dress when you come out the house?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna dress how I want.
But you don't think that attracts a certain kind of attention when you're out?
I know the way I dress attracts a certain type of attention, but I mean, my man should be secure, you know?
I think I should take her for who she is.
Yeah.
So if I like her for who she is right now, I should be okay with that.
But it doesn't mean that he shouldn't, like, say, babe, this, I'm not going to say anything. Because when you say I'm not comfortable with it, they'll say you're insecure. So I'm not even going to say that.
In our relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you still want to have girls' nights even if you were in a relationship with him?
Absolutely. I think it's very healthy to have girls' nights. I'm not going to stop hanging out with my friends because I'm in a relationship. Of course, I'm going to prioritize my man, but those are my girls. I'm not going to stop hanging out with them and having girl time.
Do you feel like this would be appropriate to wear on a girls' night out with your girls?
100%, I think it's appropriate.
What gives you that idea?
What's wrong with it?
I think she looked like a damn snake. I don't know what's wrong.
Okay, the outfit is tight, but it's not see-through. It's not like I've seen Wes. No, if I say I've seen Wes, it looks like this is bad too. But this is actually okay for the time of the day they're going out. If it was like in the afternoon, look. But for night and guests out, it's kind of okay. But if it was like very short, very revealing and stuff like that, then you understand like, oh damn, baby, calm down. But this is not the extreme.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
You don't think it gives a message of I'm on the market, you know, any guy can come talk to me?
Because they can't come talk to me.
Exactly.
You can't help how good you look, but you can help the response you give to other people.
Exactly.
He doesn't care what she does because he has no plan.
Are you
on marrying her.
serious? Are you serious? He said he doesn't care what she does because he has no plan on money. Like I said earlier, there's nothing wrong in your partner telling you, oh, I don't like this. But just exactly what I said. People will be like, you're insecure. So I just left that. But because someone is comfortable with how you dress doesn't mean they don't have plans of marrying you. But
I expect a man to pay for the date. Yes, the whole entire date. That includes my Uber to the date and my Uber back to my house. If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids. You certainly can't afford a house. You certainly can't afford my bills. And I got bills to pay. Okay.
This sort of list of demands is absolutely a turnoff to all men because they all know that when this is her attitude, she is not reciprocating. She's not putting in effort. She's literally just existing, and she'll actually call that effort. No, a man wants a relationship because of what can be created within that relationship. But when it's pretty clear that a woman just wants to take, especially this early on, that man is just going to look elsewhere, or he'll just decide he's staying single.
I want to be a wife, but I don't want no man with kids, even though I got kids.
That's crazy.
I know, but I don't have.
Why don't you want a man with kids? And do you have primary custody? Do you have primary custody?
Do I have primary custody? Yes, I do. It's not the kids. I'm fine with kids. I don't like the baby mama drama.
But your baby mama.
One.
And where is he?
Incarcerated.
For the rest of his life?
Not for the rest of his life, no. But he's married.
Doesn't matter.
Was he married
Still could
before
be
or
drama.
after?
You think so? I don't think so. I've never had.
He's alive. He's alive.
But I've never
He's a-
had with him.
But he okay, but he's alive.
Correct.
So you don't want a man with kids because you don't want to deal with possible drama.
But you
But
have
you want a
possible
man
drama.
of high value man to deal with a woman with kids from a man who's in jail.
I know. Yep. That's unlogical, huh?
That's
you
not
enjoyed
just
this video-
unlogical. That's selfish. Like, you want someone to deal with your bullshit, but you don't want to deal with other people's own. Like, okay, this video pissed me off. Like, people are entitled. People have audacity, and I'm not interested in it. Just let me know what you think. Bye.